Hello everyone, welcome to Voxcel. I hope you're doing fine. In this video, we're gonna look at reported task to exam question that came in the exam that was held on 7th March 2026. The type of the question that we are gonna deal with is advantages outweigh disadvantages. So without further ado, let's start. So this is the question that came in the exam. Let's read the question first. Films and games can be accessed at any time from mobile devices like smartphones, tablets, and laptop computers. Do the advantages of such developments outweigh the disadvantages? So here is the given the type we're talking about. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So we're gonna talk about that. So we're gonna look at this question in depth in a bit. First, we will try to understand how your test is assessed, how your exam is assessed, so that you may know how you can improve your band scores if you're looking to do just that. So there are four parameters as you should know: task response, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, grammatical range, and accuracy. If you don't know anything about these parameters, don't worry, we will talk about them in later in this particular video. If you want to find more about them, you can go to IELTS website or you can go to Voxcel's website where you will be able to find these parameters. If one more thing, if you're unable to get a band 7 or more even after multiple attempts and you don't know where you are lagging, why you're not getting a band 7 or more, why you're stuck at band 6, 6.5 or even 5.5 if or 5 or 5.5 if you want a band 6. So where you are lagging, what's the thing that is stopping you from achieving your dream score, and you want our help to find out that particular thing, you can go to our website. The link I am going to leave it in my bio, and you can get yourself enrolled in our online video course and classes. In this particular video course, we have thoroughly discussed all these four parameters, like what these parameters sorry about that, what these parameters mean, what are the do's and don'ts of each parameter. So if you want a band, even band 9, what you should do and what you should not do, that's one of the most important things that students underestimate. You should know what you should do, but it's equally important, if not more, that you should know what you should not do. That's also very important to understand. So we have thoroughly discussed these in like separately. We have also discussed all the types of task to like advantages, outward disadvantages, agree, disagree, and so on. We have made separate sessions on them, videos on those questions, trying to explain to you the structures that we're going to use. So the structure that we're going to use in this particular video, we have sorry about that, we have taught you in detail how to think about the ideas, how to write the essays sentence by sentence. We have broken down the structure sentence by sentence and told you and taught you what you need to do to improve your band score. So we will talk about that later at the end of this particular video, but first let's look at these four parameters that you're going to find on IELTS website or on our website. So you will find something like this. So these are the four parameters. You can look at task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, grammatical range, and accuracy. And as you can see, these parameters are given from band 0 right up to band 9. So if you want to achieve band 9, what do you need to do in each parameter? If you want to achieve band 8, what you need to do? Band 7, what you need to do? So these you can read them, or you can pause the video, you can read them, or you can go to our website or IELTS website to read about these parameters. So let's start. So the structure we're going to use in this particular video is 4 paragraph structure. First will be our introduction, second body paragraph 1, third is body paragraph 2, and last fourth is conclusion. So before writing this essay or any essay for that matter, you should think of ideas. Without thinking of the ideas or your examples or something like that, you should not start writing your essay. Otherwise, you will not be able to get a band 7 or more. So if you look at this question, if you look at any question, you will see these lines are exactly the same for all the questions, whether it's agree, disagree, both views, or advantage, disadvantage, whatever the type is, you will find these words exactly the same. So that's why the structure helps you to like write clearly, and you don't have to worry about whether you are lagging in like coherence and cohesion or task response, whatever the parameter is. So what I'm gonna do is you should pause the video, think about one or two advantages or one or two disadvantages, and when you're ready with your idea, you can continue. But let me tell you something, may your ideas may be similar to mine ideas, or they may be different. It doesn't matter. If your ideas are relevant, they will get you a band 9. If they are not relevant, you will not get higher than band 5. So these are my ideas. So obviously we are not going to use all these ideas. I'm just telling you these ideas. I am going to discuss it with you, because you will be able to, if this is any of if any idea is yours, you will be able to understand whether we are thinking along the same lines or not. So first, relax. The advantage of like watching movies or playing games and any given point of the time during the day. So that's our question, right? So let me that's our question. Films and games can be accessed at any time. So at any time, like whether it's day or night, afternoon, before taking a nap, after taking a nap, after studying, before studying, during studying, when you're taking some break, whatever time it is, you can access films or games from your mobile devices like smartphones, tablets, and laptop computers. So I'm saying that the advantage is relaxation. So you can relax at any given point of time, like if you're feeling fatigued, if you're feeling exhausted after studying for like 2-3 hours back to back, or working for like throughout the day, you have been working constantly without any break, so you can relax by watching some movies or playing some games. Second, another advantage could be anywhere you can access them. Obviously, that's the advantage. Convenience, yeah, because you do not have to get out of your house. Okay, you do not need any TV, or you do not need any console like PlayStation or something, Xbox, to play games or watch movies. Just your smartphone or your laptop or your tablet, you can carry them anywhere and watch movies or play games. Lower cost, what I mean by that is, some games, obviously you know, many games, they are like online games that are free to play. Similarly, there are many platforms who let you watch movies for free, so it reduces your overall cost. So you just have to pay for the data and the mobile phone. Other things are free. Learning aid, certain games, they help you like improve your reflexes. If I talk about PUBG or Free Fire, things like games like that, they help you to improve your reflexes, help you to get better in making strategies. Some games help you to improve your problem solving skills. Similarly, if you talk about PUBG or something like that, you have to solve some problems. Okay, some some help you to improve your language skills. Like if you are playing word puzzle, you can improve your vocabulary. Similarly, there are some educational videos or movies that you can watch to improve your that particular aspect. Last, social connectivity. I think it's self-explanatory, because there are multiplayer games. If again I'm taking the example of PUBG or whatever the games you want to play, you can play with your friends and you can stay connected even if you're living in different parts of the world, different cities, whatever the location is. Irrespective of the location, you can stay connected with your friends. I hope all the ideas are clear. Now talking about the disadvantages. So excessive screen time, yeah, because of the constant access, obviously you will spend hours and hours on the trot on the particular mobile phone or tablet. So it can negatively affect your development, something like that. Distraction, yeah, if the access is that easy, like you on the click of a button you can play any game or watch any movie, you will be distracted. You will be tempted to play games or watch movies because that's easier to do. And as humans we always tend to choose the easier path rather than thinking about the future, what our future might be without study or something like that. We are not too worried about the future, we are worried about our present and how we're gonna enjoy our present. Another disadvantage can be health issues. Yes, because if you are spending too much time, like prolonged sitting, it can create posture problems. Possibly, you can become obese because you're just binge eating and watching movies, binge watching and binge eating. That's a dangerous combination. Or you can say it can affect your eyesight, because if you are regularly watching your movies or games, it can affect your eyesight as well. Another disadvantage can be data and battery drain. What I mean by that is when you are playing like 4K games or watching 4K videos, or basically you're playing a lot of online games or watching online content, it will consume more data. So more data means your cost may rise, and more battery drain means your life of smartphone will decrease, and again you have to pay for the new one. Last can be content quality concerns. By that I mean there can be two or three types of content quality concerns. First can be if you are watching movies meant for bigger screens like 3D movies on your mobile phones or tablets or laptops, the quality will not blow you away. Okay, you will not be bowled over by the quality. You will say, yeah, that movie is okay, but if you would have watched that movie in the screen, it it may have like some other kind of you may have some other kind of experience. Okay, another can be some shows are quite shallow and they are just meant for engagement. They do not uh, they are not suitable for children. Let me put it this way, they are not suitable for children. So you know what kind of shows I'm talking about, so I'm not gonna go in too much in depth on that because it will make the video that bit longer. So these are advantages and disadvantages that I came with. Your advantage or disadvantage can be different, but if it is relevant to the question, that's acceptable. Now we do not have to think about that all these ideas. You can think about just one advantage, one disadvantage, and that will do for this particular question. So let's look at the sample essay now. So that's our question. Now we're gonna write the introduction. For introduction, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna paraphrase the question statement. So this is our question statement and we're gonna paraphrase it. So by paraphrasing, what I mean is we're gonna write the same sentence but in our own words. So the question was, films and games can be accessed at any time from mobile devices like smartphones, tablets, and laptop computers. So let's see how we paraphrased. Throughout the day, people can access movies and games through portable devices such as smartphones, tablets, and laptop computers. Obviously, smartphones, we have to call them smartphones. You cannot call them anything else. Obviously, tablets, you are gonna call them tablets, and laptop computers, you are gonna call them laptop computers. You are not gonna use any other fancy term for them. So now what we're going to do is in the next sentence we're going to tell the examiner the advantage and the disadvantage of this particular development and what we think, like do we think advantages outweigh disadvantages or disadvantages outweigh advantages. Either way is fine, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to talk about whether I'm with the advantages or with the disadvantages. You can go with the either side and you will get the scores you deserve. So let's see. Although the main problem with this development is that it can lead to excessive screen time. So the negative is that it can lead to excessive screen time. I believe advantages outweigh the disadvantages. So what's my opinion? I believe that the advantages are like more than the disadvantages. Why? Because of the relaxation it provides to the individual. So yeah, because individuals can relax. Okay, that's why I believe advantages are more than the or outweigh the disadvantages. Now, moving on to the body paragraph one. One disadvantage is, sorry, what I'm saying. One disadvantage of being able to access films and games on their mobile phones is that people may spend too much time watching films or playing games. So, what's the disadvantage of being able to have access to these kind of things is they may spend too much time on these activities. Clear? Now we're going to explain it a bit further. Due to the availability of the internet around the clock, these devices can offer practically unlimited amount of options to the users in the form of OTTs and online games. So why they are like spending too much time? Because they have practically unlimited amount of options. See, why? In the form of OTTs, you should know, like Netflix, Disney, mm, Peacock, Hulu. These are kind of OTTs that are famous around the world, or online games like PUBG, Free Fire, free these kind of games. Okay, online games. Now we're gonna tell them, okay, that may be the case. What's the negative in that? As a result, some may neglect their responsibilities such as studying, working, or spending time with family members, which would negatively impact their career or personal lives in the long run. So we are saying, yeah, they can do this. So, but why do we think it's a problem? It's a problem because not the access is not the problem. So obviously, if you have access to anything, it's not the problem. The problem is how you are using it. So as a result, some may, because of the like constant availability, some may neglect their responsibilities. What kind of responsibilities we're talking about? Like studying, working, or spending time with family members. And obviously the negative is that it will impact their career or personal lives. I hope it is clear. Now we're going to give an example. For example, many young students' grades are plummeting because they prefer to play PUBG instead of completing their assignments, leading to concerns over their future. So, if you are aware of this particular game, obviously, I mean, who isn't? If you are not, I think you may be living under the rock. So, this game is like has practically taken over the entire youth, not only the youth, the entire world, I would say. uh, so why they are, so students they are like prefer, or children they are just prefer to play this particular game instead of studying and spending a lot of time on this particular game. And as a result, what's happening, their grades are like plummeting, they are like nose diving, you can say. And obviously it is impacting their future. They may not realize that right now because they are children, obviously, but it's impacting their future. Now we're gonna tell the examiner that's the scenario, yeah, that's a disadvantage, but we are what we said in the introduction, but we still think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. So if I say this is the disadvantage, now I'm gonna tell the examiner why I don't think so, that's uh, that it is that big of an issue that people created to be. However, I believe this problem can be overcome if their screen time can be monitored. So I'm saying, yeah, that's the disadvantage. I'm not negating that. I'm not disregarding that. Like that, I'm not saying that this is not a disadvantage. It's only a hoax or something like that. Yeah, that's the disadvantage, but it can be overcome. So this problem can be solved. How? If the screen time can be monitored. So if you like put a limit on the screen time, like you cannot use your mobile phone or laptop or tablet, whatever it is, more than 2 hours every day, obviously they will do other stuff in the remaining day. I hope it is clear. Now moving on to body paragraph 2. However, the primary advantage of this development is that it helps people relax whenever they want to. So another like, but the advantage is that it helps people relax whenever they want to. This is because these days there is cutthroat competition, be it at school or in the workplace, and to be able to watch films and play games irrespective of the time can help individuals reduce stress after a long day of work or study. So we're saying that, yeah, I know this is the advantage. Why this is the advantage? We're gonna explain to that. Why they are like, why if they are able to relax because of the constant availability of movies or games, that's an advantage. Why? Because there is a cutthroat competition, yeah, be it at school or workplace. You know that there is a lot of competition these days. If you want to get a, if you want to get into better school, you need better grades. If you want to achieve promotion, you need to spend more time at work, obviously. And if you are able to watch films and games irrespective of the time, like be it midnight or in the early morning or in the afternoon, whenever you are free, it can help individuals reduce stress after a long day of work or study. This also means that people do not need to travel to cinemas or entertainment centers to enjoy their favorite activities, sparing them the hassle of long traffic jams. What it also means that obviously if you want to relax and watch movies, where you have to go? You have to go to the cinemas if you want to watch the latest movies or the latest releases. So it also, and obviously there is a lot of traffic around the world in the cities these days. So I don't think so there is any particular famous city or any city which is popular in that particular nation. It may not be popular around the world, but if that city is famous in the nation, or it's a well developed city in any part of the world, it will have traffic. Clear? So it also spared them the hassle of long traffic jams. Now I'm going to give the example. For instance, many office workers who watch films or play simple games on their phones during their free time or while commuting have said this has made their lives easier as they are not bounded by cinema's timings. So now there are many office workers who told that doing these kind of simple activities, they it has made their lives easier, like stress free basically, because they are not bounded by cinema's timing. So there is no foundation, and they don't have to worry that they have to reach cinemas at like 9 p.m., at 8 p.m., because if they will not reach, two things will happen. First, they will miss the movie. Second, it will waste their money. So they are not worried about these kind of stuff anymore. Now I'm going to give my opinion why I with this particular view. Since such activities can improve people's mood and provide mental relief, this essay believes that the benefits of this development clearly overshadow its disadvantages. I hope it's clear. Now we're going to write the conclusion. In conclusion, even though the downside of constant access to films and games on iPhones, iPads, and MacBooks may tempt people to spend more time on these devices, the upside is the relief they provide. Now, what we have done here, if you can acknowledge it, if you can see it, what we have done, yeah, we have paraphrased smartphones, tablets, and laptop computers with these words: iPhones, iPads, and MacBooks. And then we're gonna give our opinion. For these reasons, it can be argued that the advantages of this technological development outweigh any disadvantages. I hope it is clear. So if you look at the complete sample answer, it will look like this. I'm gonna scroll it for you. So it's gonna look like this. So if you look at the sample answer alone, you will say, yeah, it has been written beautifully. Yeah, it's a good thing. I understood everything, but if I wish I could write like this. But it's not the matter of a wishing, or it's not wishful thinking to write like this. If you are clear enough in your mind what to write, how to write, like sentence wise, if you know how to break everything down to the sentence level, you will be able to write just like that. Okay, I hope you understood this. So now again, on the ending note, if you want a band 7 or more, you can, as I already told you, you can enroll in our video course. Now what you will get in our video course, apart from understanding all those parameters, looking at all those samples as well, videos as well, so you will get also obviously in-depth information about different types of task 1 and task 2 questions, be it academic or journal training you are looking for. Along with it, you will get band 9 sample answers of all Cambridge books. From book 1 to book 20, you will get band 9 sample answers of all the task 1 and task 2 questions of Cambridge IELTS Cambridge book. And if you have like enrolled in our video course, and you will be able to understand how we have written it, like the sentence structure, how we have explained everything, how to think about examples, everything is being taught in that particular video course. So you will also get to know what teachers are looking for and how to give that to teachers. So if you understand what teachers are looking for in band 7 writing, or for band 8 writing, or for band 9 writing, if you know what they are looking for, only then you will be able to give it to them. Otherwise, if you don't know what the other person wants, how you can give that particular thing to that particular person? Okay, apart from that, you can also buy our writing correction service. So if you want us to mark your essay according to these four parameters and tell you the approximate band score that you are likely to get in your IELTS exam, we can also do that for you. We will tell you what score will you get in your TR, your CNC, your grammar, your vocabulary, and how to improve that. Or you can buy one-to-one speaking slot. You can enroll in our one-to-one speaking slot. Again, we will take your exam, we will analyze your speaking according to four parameters of speaking that you can look at in our speaking videos. We will talk about the parameters in our speaking videos. So we will analyze your speaking, tell you about your strengths, your weaknesses, and what you need to do to improve that, so that you can get your desired band scores. So if you want more info on that, you can go to our website. Here is our website. Okay, so that's it for this video. Then I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.